Hello everyone, Oguri Cappuccino here. So today we got the new infos about the new Champions meeting. Leo High 2 race car information. So the course gonna be held in Nakema race course. The weather is gonna be sunny. The distance gonna be 1200 meter on short distances race, and it's on turf. The track is gonna be at a good track condition. Course to be right turns and summer. And yeah, that's about it for the course information. And for the greens that you need to know about is gonna be up at the screen right now. You can check them out. I got this image from a random Twitter post. First off, we're gonna take a look at the course analysis, right? So let's go. And here we are at taking a look at the Nakema race course and the course that we're gonna be running in next Champions meeting. Again, this is a short course, so we're gonna be just running just from half a lap and starting from the outside. So yeah, first off, we have to take a look at the start, right? So the start is gonna be 200 meter until the end of the opening leg. All right, so this is the first 200 meter. Pretty short, I know, right? I think the opening leg is not gonna be that much of a deal breaker or the thing that decide the race anyways, so I'm gonna just skipping it. Okay, next up is the middle leg, right? The middle leg is pretty long. We got like 600 meter worth of middle leg here. So it's a 200 meter until the 800 meter marks, and the position keeps gonna be ending around like 350, between 350 and 400. It's a lot lie of that. And yeah, after that, it's gonna be the whole middle leg that you can proc your speed skill and get a lead. The thing that we need to know in the middle leg is first, the position keep ends upon entering the corner. So corner speed skills, just every corners, all corner speed skills is gonna be very good here, and the final corner is gonna be here. It's a little bit before the last spurt, so you have a little bit of time for actually entering the last spurt. So some final corner acceleration skill have to be proxing late to be able to get in sync with the late last spurt as well to be efficient with the skills. After that's gonna be last spurt. The last spurt is gonna be starting at the 800 mark, 400 meter until the goal line. So upon the start of last spurt, okay, it started at a final corner, right? So the thing is, Same Sky works, Ryan works, but Dover doesn't work. So yeah, we're gonna be focusing on Same Sky and Ryan here. If Same Sky works, that means that runner is gonna be really good here. And Taiki Chatru also work as well. Taiki Chatru, Nishino Flowers works here. So yeah, they are all pretty good because of the final corner, all that procs here. And it's a good acceleration. All that I said earlier is a good acceleration. And yes, we're gonna be, and the difference between the final corner upon last spurt until the final straight is around 100 meter. It's around 100 meter here. So yeah, the straight skills that increase acceleration, something like Joksen Iki or Sheer Halo Ultimate or something along the line of that, is gonna be proxing late by 100 meter. They are still gonna be effective, but the one that procs immediately is much more, it's in a much better shape right now. So yeah, just take that note. In the end, I think that's it for the opening leg, middle leg, and last leg, right? So the next thing that we need to take a note of is the downhill, right? So at the beginning start, we have a downhill. Okay, the starting allow the downhill. What does this mean is in is gonna be important for your speed, for runners and every other strategy as well, especially for runners, because well, downhill, right? If you enter downhill mode, you're gonna just getting flat speed increase upon the downhill, and it's pretty long downhill. Like it lasts the whole opening leg. It also lasts until a little bit of middle leg as well. So I think you're gonna get a huge lead if you're able to get good procs on the in. So I think that's gonna matter. Okay, next up is the uphill, right? The uphill is gonna be at the very end of the race. Again, this is very deadly. As I like saying a lot, an uphill at the very end goal is very deadly, and it's take a toll on your power. So maxing out power and maxing out in is gonna be very important in these courses. And yeah, that's about it. And take a note of the position key and everything, and you'll be fine. Okay, another thing to know is that there's not much straight work here, right? So the only straight we have here is the opening leg, right? A little bit of mid leg, but it's still in position keep, and the very end of the game here, final straight, right? So the thing that you need to know is that the corner speed skill is better than the straight speed skill, like a lot better, because you're proxing the corner speed skill right here is gonna be more effective than proxing the straight skill right here, which is in the position keep. In the end, it's gonna still be good, but yeah, just take that note. And I think that's about it for the course analysis, and I will see you in the next section. Okay, so after the course analysis, we have gonna be taking a look at the first strategy that I think is gonna be good, very good, and it's gonna be the top tier strategy in this Champions meeting, runners. Runners and big runners gonna be a top tier strategy. I don't think big runners gonna be good because well, Siska and Aoruhai doesn't really go well together. So I don't think if you can make a very good Sisuke in our high, I don't think you can compete with the Umas that's gonna be in here for the runners, right? You're gonna get overtaken anyway. So Sisuke just not a good choice, but you can get her. But the best choice for runners is gonna be for Smart Falcon. Smart Falcon got a very good ultimate, as you can see, right? The whole middle lane is gonna be at a corner, okay? So if you can take a lead and take a lead early in the straight, right? And you enter the corner with being first in the runner spot, right? It's gonna be very hard for other people to overtake you on the corners, because corner is a very hard place to actually overtaking others, and it's very good for holding the position. So I think Smart Falcon is gonna do her job really well here at holding the first position. If you can take the first position in the first place, so getting a good start and a good all off of her is gonna be really important for Smart Falcon. And I think the choice below Smart Falcon is gonna be Summer Marcensky and Valentine Bourbon. I do think Valentine Bourbon is better than Summer Marcensky here, because Valentine Bourbon can a little bit more flexible in terms of, and she also have a groundworks innate in her. So that's make her a pretty good choice here. So Summer Marcensky is a little bit weird, because her ultimate is a little bit activate a little bit weird timing, right? So yeah, I don't think Summer Marcensky is gonna be good. But if you don't have any other choice, if you don't have Smart Falcon, if you don't have Valentine Bourbon, go for Summer Marcensky. She's gonna be doing good. For Seiyun Sky, again, right? Seiyun Sky herself isn't that great. If you can make a good Seiyun Sky, you can win against the other runners, because yeah, their kit kind of made to counter Seiyun Sky. But if you can make a good one, she's got a great choice. But the others are much easier to build than Seiyun Sky, of course. I think the build that most runners is gonna go for is gonna be the Gus build. The Gus build is really good in this one, because the curve sommelier of Gus Yukino bijin is really good. And yeah, the stat is a little bit hard to afford, right? As I explained in the course analysis earlier, you need to max out you need to max out power, and you need to max out speed and gas as well if you can. But if you can max out them, you can lower the power a little bit, or maybe lower the gas a little bit. Depends on how your deck's supposed to go, right? If your deck can go max them out, it's okay, just lower it down. And yeah, for the skills, Herb Sommelier is a must, Groundwork is a must, and Fortune Favor the Fast is a must if you can get. Runaway is also a good acceleration skill for runners, and yeah, that's why runner is very good in this one, because they have like 2 or 3 acceleration skills, right? And that's kinda OPs, to be honest. And yeah, you can take a look at the skill that you can take down below as well, but the must take ones are at the top. Okay, next up is leaders. Leader is the second most OP strategy in this Champions meeting, because well, Bright Group and City is gonna be really good in this one. So you're gonna face a lot of runners, right? So if you're running 2 runners, if 3 of the players in Champions meeting running 2 runners, there's gonna be 6 runners in the map, making the other leaders kind of at a weird spot, like they at 7, 8, and 9, right? So most of the inheritance skills and acceleration skill for leaders is as second to fourth at most. So yeah, I don't know if they can proc their acceleration reliably, but there's a leader stat that you can do that, which I'm gonna be explaining later. But yeah, but if you're running leaders, I think Bright Groove and Festival City is gonna be your choice here. It's gonna be a really good choice. Festival City has a condition of 3rd to 6th, so even if you're 6, you can proc her all pretty reliably. And yeah, air groups also is pretty good, a bright air group to be exact. For the other choices, camping Taiki is also a very good one. Her always a speed all that procs lately in the game, but it's still good because it increases speed immediately and can come back in a lot of situations. I think she's pretty good here. Okay, for the normal Taiki and Nishio Flowers, right? This is a little bit weird, because again, they're always like 2 to 4th, 2nd to 4th, so it's gonna be pretty hard to proc they're all as a good time, right? So you better just inheritance do ultimate to the other leaders instead. It's gonna be very good. For Akebono and Karen, right? So let's start with Akebono. Akebono is a good middle leg speed, skills, short distance Uma, but I don't think she will dominate this race, but she's a good pick, right? So yeah, if you have Akebono, go for it. It's a very good average skill. No high rolls, no low rolls. It's just she can win. That's all. I think she can win. So for Karen, for bright Karen in general, right? The normal Karen is fine. You can just run her. No problem with that. But for the bright Karen is her ultimate is a little bit late. So her axle is gonna be 50-meter rate, but it's still gonna be a good one. But she's a hybrid. If she is an axle, I think it's gonna be better, but yeah, she's hybrid, so we have to bear with that. It's still good though. You can use her as well. The master skill is Curves of Media, of course. It's really good. And the other good skill you can check down below. So that's kind of the same as the other runners, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Next up is the Betweener and Chaser. I mixed them here together because, well, they kind of work the same, and I don't recommend using them at all. And yeah, of course there's gonna be a lot of runners and leaders in this Champions meeting, so running a Betweener and Chaser is gonna be very hard. You're gonna get blocked and everything, right? If you want, you can use the Umas that I have, and the inheritance skill is gonna be Anabolic and Sheer Halo. Sheer Halo always a little bit late, as I said earlier, but you can use her as well. She can still be good. The inherited Sheer Halo is not as good as her own self, right? Sheer Halo herself kind of works out really well. And as you can see, I think Ogre is gonna still be a solid choice, by the way. If you have no idea who to put in your team, just put in Ogre. They're not gonna take the front space, and they're not gonna take the back space that much. So Ogre is still a good choice here, but the strategy doesn't gonna win you much races. Yeah, it's not reliable, and they don't have much acceleration that's good as well. Again, more reason not to run them. And I think that's it for the Betweener and Chaser. Okay, let's talk about Non-Stop Girl for a little bit. Non-Stop Girl for leader is okay. Okay, so you need Curves of Media in this Champions meeting, right? But Curves of Media, you can get it from the festival bijin, the Gust bijin. Non-Stop Girl is also came from the Int bijin that we have as well, right? So you can only have one Yukino bijin in your deck, right? So you have to choose one, and if you have to choose one, choose the Curves of Media one. It's gonna be better. That's why I think Gust build is gonna be better than Speed In build in this one, because the short distance is gonna be relying on Gust a lot, and Curves of Media is gonna be good. And if you're taking one Gust, I don't think one Gust guy is gonna do anything, so just build a Gust build. It's gonna be really good. And yeah, that's about it for this video. If you have any question, put it down below in the comments. If you like the video, press that like button and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.